What is up, everybody? Solomon here. Hope you guys are all having a great day. If you see any scam ads on this video, please do not participate. Now, there was a bunch of news that came out today. I want to start out right now. If you're new in this space, if you are just joining us on here, I try to present fact-based evidence on a consistent basis that shows where the digital asset space is going. By digital assets, I of course mean cryptocurrency from an investment standpoint, at least right now. And I try to just show scope and, what these large organizations are doing. Now, this came out today. This was right from the Bank of England's website. You can go and find it if you choose to do so. This is the 2020 annual meeting of the Central Bank Research Association. This is today, this is tomorrow, and this is Thursday, September 1st through 3rd, 2020. Take a look at some of the players that are in here. Bank for International Settlements, the Federal Reserve, Financial Stability Board, Bank of Japan, Central Bank of Ireland, Bank of Canada. We've got the Bank of Israel, International Monetary Fund, Bank of Korea. You can run the gambit. The Bank of England. These are the most powerful banking members in the entire world. And they are all talking about the same thing, which we are going to see here in a second. Now, this is their research conference here, their annual meeting. Let's go down here. This is CBRA, Currency Forum. And this is a high-level symposium on the future of money, payments, and the monetary and financial system. And this is in their schedule right here, okay? We can see right down here, Session 31, Central Bank Digital Currency, which is organized by the Bank of Canada. I mean, they're talking about digitization across the board, people. They are talking about globalization a little bit, too. I'm sure that these discussions are occurring at this conference here. Now we've got financial innovation, payment behavior, et cetera, et cetera. The economics of cryptocurrencies and decentral consensus. Now this is the chair of this forum is Cyril Monet from the Bank for International Settlements. Gene Fleming from the Federal Reserve is talking about the global demand for basket-backed stablecoins. Now, the average everyday person is not out there screaming, I want basket-backed global stablecoins, central bank digital currency stablecoins. So, global demand is kind of a loaded phraseology there. Now, there's a governmental and there is a financial institution demand and there is a banking demand for all of this because they see where all of this is going from a digital standpoint. But this is huge. I mean, you could go down. This is a pretty long document here, too, with all these sessions in here. Reshaping the financial network, value redistribution, and externalities and central clearing. I mean, it just goes, it runs the gamut here. Very interesting document. I very much so recommend looking through it. Go on to Bank of England's website and you can find it for yourself. But these institutions are not talking about what the score of the baseball game is from yesterday, during the pandemic. They are talking about globalization. They're talking about digitization, and you'll see more about that here shortly. Now, this is just their call for papers. And again, you can see some of the same players on here. This is just trying to provide scope for what this conference is about here. Also, this is today until September 18th, 2020. There's a free technical briefing series, Regulatory Roadmap. This is in partnership. This is ukfinance.org, okay? This is MasterCard via Vocalink and Microsoft, et cetera, et cetera. Now, this is to support the industry with its restart agenda. So more rhetoric for restart, for reset, all that same stuff there. And there's quite a bit in here, the keynotes, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if this is free to join via the web or not, but it's all showing you where this is going, okay? Now we see today, it was announced, I believe this was overnight, Ripple-powered MoneyTap attracts support from another major Japanese bank. This is Higo Bank that belongs to the Kyushu Financial Group. You can see a little bit about Higo Bank here. This is just more for MoneyTap. MoneyTap, we do know, runs on RippleNet. If you're not aware, Ripple is a software company. XRP is a digital asset that Ripple is trying to leverage. It settles in 3 to 5 seconds on Ledger. So awesome. So that's more about MoneyTap. JP Morgan to exit banking business in Brazil, Bradesco says. I found this very interesting, and I'll tell you why in a second here. I'll read this real quick. This is Sao Paulo. JP Morgan Chase and Company has reached an agreement with Brazil's Banco Bradesco SA to potentially transfer its private banking clients to the Brazilian lender. So JP Morgan's private banking clients, I would imagine this is in Brazil, will be transferred over to Banco Bradesco, according to a document filed by Bradesco. JP Morgan has roughly 20 billion or 3.71 billion under management in its Brazilian private banking union. So that would transfer over to Banco Bradesco. Bradesco also said JP Morgan will continue to provide Brazilian citizens with products and services abroad. Under terms of the agreement, clients may opt to migrate to the Brazilian bank. Bradesco will act to enable an organized transition for the benefit of its clients. Now, if you look back here, this is MUFG. MUFG and Banco Bradesco signed a memorandum of understanding to develop a new cross-border payment service back in late 2018. Now, what's interesting about this cross-border payment service is that the new payment system is developed by Ripple, okay? So now we're seeing that JP Morgan is basically, well, we're seeing from this article that they're going to transfer over their Brazilian private banking unit into Banco Bradesco. So I found that extremely interesting. Another article today, and this is from a news outlet. I think this is in Vietnam. I could be wrong there. This may be Singapore. I'm not sure. But this is a legit news outlet here. Chinese fintech firm coasts on the Belt and Road Initiative, wants to power more international lenders. This is OneConnect Financial Technology. Now, I'll get into their SBI connections here in a second. OneConnect, the fintech arm of Ping An Insurance Group, is coasting on the Belt and Road Initiative to expand its overseas layout. In doing so, it's meeting the financing needs of local companies and the markets it operates, it said. OneConnect's overseas business currently spans 15 countries, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines, South Korea, Japan, and Germany, and more. It is constantly expanding into Belt and Road related economies. Now, Ping An Group, the reason why our fintech was able to cover more than a dozen countries and regions in 18 months is that we don't compete for customers with local enterprises. Instead, we export fintech. Now, they do talk about connectivity, and they do talk about OneConnect signing an agreement with Abu Dhabi Global Market in the UAE to develop technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and distributed ledger. Distributed ledger and blockchain are what we deal with mostly on this channel. Union Bank rolls out 11,000 cash out options worldwide. And I believe that they talk about Union Bank in this as well. This is OneConnect tying up with UBX, a subsidiary of Union Bank in the Philippines, to build the country's first blockchain-enabled technology platform. Interestingly enough, with Union Bank is directly tied in with Coins.ph, and Ripple X Rapid, an exchange partner, is obviously Coins.ph as well. You can see it right here, Bitso and Coins.ph. Belt and Road Initiative, if you're not aware, formerly known as One Belt, One Road, is a global infrastructure development strategy adopted by the Chinese government in 2013 to invest in nearly 70 countries and international organizations. Considered the centerpiece of the Chinese Communist Party foreign policy, etc., etc. It's a bid to enhance regional connectivity and embrace a brighter future. And all of this ties in with digitization as well. Now we see here, this is Ping An OneConnect. SBI formed joint venture for Japanese banks. This is December 25th of last year. Ping An's blockchain and artificial intelligence arm OneConnect announced a joint venture with Japan's SBI Holdings. The new company, SBI OneConnect Japan, will provide cloud-based and AI services to regional banks in Japan. And we all know how SBI is tied in with Ripple. We all know that Yoshitaka Kitao is all about XRP and on-demand liquidity as well. And I found this today. This is Deutsche Bank research. Not a ton in here, but just saying industrial policy in times of COVID-19 and its aftermath. So they do mention blockchain in here. I hope I don't get a YouTube ping for that. But, successful digital transition should be achieved by exploiting the full potential of the digital single market and data pool, and by speeding up investment in key technologies such as AI, robotics, blockchain, high high performance, quantum computing, and data cloud infrastructure. Digitization again. Real quick, government of Bermuda pilots stimulus token in response to COVID-19 crisis. I'm going to get pinged. Banks around the world approaching crypto and blockchain technology. This is from the Union Journal. That's just, that's rhetoric, but, still. All right, Wells Fargo unveils new account with digital payment capabilities. Now, this was interesting as well today. Rolls out a new non-overdraft fee banking account aimed at consumers new to banking or who want to help managing their expenses with access as well to Zelle, a digital payment service. Now, this ties a little bit in with Stellar here and also with Bank of America. Bank of America is, tied in with Zelle as well. You can see it right here. This is their global operating market is changing. 3 major trends are transforming business models: real-time payments, API, blockchain, PayPal. Now, this deals in globalization, connectivity to all sorts of different demographics, and technology is going to enable that. Now, we do know that Bank of America is also on Ripple's Global Payment Steering Group. We do know that Bank of America is a RippleNet member as well. They have not went live and said that they have utilized XRP, just so that you know as a disclaimer. Zelle founder to helm Ripple rival Interstellar. Now, this is Mike Kennedy, the creator of the person-to-person payment network Zelle, then called Clear Exchange, was named Thursday. This is September 12, 2019, as the CEO of Interstellar, a blockchain and digital currency payment technology company. All right. Bank of England open to heterodox tools and new research agenda. And I may have found a new Ripple initiative in this video. Maybe some of you have seen it before. But I saw this heterodox verbiage in here, and I started digging a little bit deeper. This is in the Bank of England agenda for research now. And this has got to be newer. Monetary toolkit, open economy, prudential framework, transformed world, future of finance. And if you type in heterodox on this talks about climate change and recent pandemic, provide powerful examples of new forces that reshape the research agenda. New heterodox and traditional approaches. Now, I digged a little bit deeper into heterodox here, and it's just a verbiage for a different framework of finance from what I understood. But I found another article here, which directly is all about Ripple. This is Journal of Cultural Economy from Taylor Francis Online. I have to see, I can't see who the author is of this, but Ludovico Rella, whoever that is. But this talks all about step towards an ecology of money infrastructures, materiality, and cultures of Ripple. And heterodox or whatever it's called. This is in this document. Let me see if I can find it. Section analyzes the cultures and imaginaries associated with the use of the XRP ledger and their influence on the ledger's overall disposition. The heterogeneity of active forms populated in the XRP ledger is mirrored by a multiplicity of imaginaries and money cultures. First money culture underpins Ripple Pay's mutual credit network, inspired by heterodox economists. Now, what I found interesting in this, with that loaded verbiage aside, is that, Ripple's designer Ryan Fugger and others launched Villages.io, which implements a worldwide time bank on Ripple Pay. So I had never seen this Villages.io before. Ripple Pay's implementation, Villages.io. Again, the worldwide time bank tries to achieve social justice by anchoring its unit of account to a decent minimum wage, and to avoid that unit to be exchanged specifically or speculatively for arbitrage. A village hour is not a speculative unit. I have to look more into this Villages.io, but this is it right here. This is Villages.io. Everyone has value to share. Maybe some of you have seen this. I don't remember ever seeing this. Money is an agreement within a community to encourage collaboration by keeping track of checks and balances. I mean, very, very interesting stuff here. I have to do a little bit more digging into this. I don't know if this is still an initiative. I mean, it's the website's still active, but you can go to Villages.io here and see what this is all about. Okay, if there is a connection through the trust network from you to the person you're acknowledging, Villages can transmit the acknowledgement through the network using Ripple, so that the person who helped you receives your acknowledgement as promises from someone they have endorsed, and your promises go to someone who has endorsed you. So I'm really going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into this here, but it's extremely interesting. So I've never seen Villages.io. All right, now Spotify Premium trusts dLocal. dLocal is a Ripple partner to offer new payment alternatives in Latin America. I believe dLocal is also a PayID initiative. PayID is obviously a Ripple led initiative as well. So, but Spotify and dLocal. Now we see, just for proof or whatever, we can see the newest members of RippleNet include Airwallex, Bex Banco, Credit Agricole, Coalex, Currencies Direct, and dLocal. Now I saw this too. Data 443 Risk Mitigation engages Maxim Group LLC to assist with its growth strategy and goal to uplist to a national exchange. Interestingly enough, about Data 443, maybe they don't show it in here. Hold on. They should show it in here. Yeah, Data 443, as many of you have seen, provides Class E docs for blockchain, which provides an active implementation for the Ripple XRP that protects blockchain transactions for inadvertent disclosure and data leaks. And this is this Maxim Group here. And for those of you that are interested in Tezos, Tezos legal settlement gets final okay, ending a 3-year court battle. So awesome for Tezos. I want to focus mostly on this video about what these bankers are talking about, though. They are not sitting there talking about digital currencies and central bank digital currencies not happening. This is very much so in the discussion. There's been testing for years. And these are all in these high-level discussion groups, and these think tanks aren't even think tanks at this point, in my opinion. They're more so implementation strategies. So hope you guys all had a great day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I find more information tomorrow, I will present it. Again, don't invest in scams. Pay attention and be careful who you watch in this space, and have a great evening, all right? Have a good one. Later.